Dynasty for map number 1. Should be a best of 5 here. Byun in the bottom left. SHIN in the top right. A nice little Taran versus Zerg to finish the night off on. Hope that you guys have been enjoying the Stego Monday. Nice little change of pace. Get a little StarCraft 2 cast in since those ESL Cups went away. It's very nice for the various community members that have stepped forward and are funding some tournaments. I think it's kind of important to have still some competition going. Now, this makes it fun. That is a rich Vespene geyser as well as gold minerals, but it is way the hell out there. So there is always a possibility that you can end up losing that hatchery and thus the game, but that is going to give SHIN a huge advantage if he can get that mining and get some units flowing out from it. Normally when you see something like this, it should have to do with Roach Ravager specifically. The rich Vespene geyser pairs perfectly with Ravagers. The rich minerals pair perfectly with Roaches. Things like Lings or Mutas are generally very poor in those situations because they just their mineral balance and larva balance and speed are not correct to go with that. Which actually is a funny thing because back when gold bases were much more common, Lenok became a master of gold bases and started going mutas off of them, which was a great meta play against the heavy immortals and stuff like that that he would, you would normally face against it. So anyways, Byun sends an SCV back to his own gold base, but in the safe side of it, where it has a regular geyser. 5 drones already over here, ready to mine for Ragnarok, and there you go. I'm going to start sending those minerals back immediately. And, yeah, Reaper going out across the map. And this is going to be something you'll find and not be super duper happy about. Should get a Roach Warren going pretty quick. Yeah, and there's the Roach Warren already started. The Queen is going to be popping out. Oh, that was a really nice crawler that he put down. Another nice one. Dude! Oh, Byun not happy about that, nor should he be. Nice. Oh, man. Did someone type 69? What's going on? That was really excellently done. To get the Reaper kill, like that Reaper would have been annoying for scouting purposes and harassment purposes for a really long time. Would have been a pain in the ass. So the fact that he trapped that with 2 drones and 2 Lings between the crawler and the hatch is sick. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. Now it's Roach Ravager time. How do you fight against this, Byun? Well, he's going Marines. He's going Stim. I imagine he's going to get a starport pretty quick. He is throwing down a bunker. But don't forget, you can bring your Roaches to the back and hit these mineral patches, right? Throwing Biles down there, what is he supposed to do? If you don't have a Seed Shank, you don't have a Banshee, what are you supposed to do? Now, he's making a reactor. It looks to me like Byun wants to go into reactored medevacs to go with his Marines with Stim, and then abuse the fact that he's going to have mobility plus heal against the Roach Ravager play, which he, of course, is expecting. He's expecting this. This morphs that Ravager right in his face. Right in his face. Byun giving up mining, so he's mining on 1 base, basically. Ragnarok definitely with a better position here. Really, really very interesting game. You can see the really defensive stance that Byun has taken, but he's preparing a counterattack. So this is going to have to do primarily with how well the counterattack goes. And he's actually already walking around with a reasonably sized army. Those will easily kill 3 Ravagers. Especially if you catch him against the minerals. So he'll get this one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, dude, its legs are still going. So, like, Byun's going to be very happy with that. The medevacs are coming. And now we get a real game here. One more Ravager coming up. Dude, I love the horn that they have on the front. Reminds me of that Futurama episode. Now, this Bioforce coming out is going to be really annoying to deal with. You know, nothing really that quick here for SHIN to deal with. Ooh, just gets out of range. Going after this forward natural. Oh, dude, is Byun just going to kill him? Just straight up. I think so. Look at this. Look at him just target everything down. Now, he will pick up as the health starts to fall off. He might be able to actually unload and heal up a bit. Pretty damn good. Looks like he wants to pick a couple drones. Okay, only gets one. Only gets one. Good quick pull there from Ragnarok. All right, couple Ravagers coming up. Ooh! It's too bad that gives you your under attack warning. That would be so hard to stop. It would be so hard to stop. All right, the Marines are actually out here looking for those right now, but they're kind of in a meta position for hiding, where they're like really, really close. Look at that. And yeah, he's going to go back and clean this guy out. All right, well, you know, he did his best to try to delay that mining a little bit. Byun getting ready for another expansion. It's getting mined out pretty quickly here from SHIN. So he's definitely going to want to take some more bases. Takes a fourth right as I say that. Honestly, I think he needs to think about one more base as well. Ooh, good catch there. Good catch. He was going for that Overlord. Wasn't really paying attention to units coming down. Kind of a funny place to sit. Not a lot of recourse here for SHIN with this army. It's like a strong army. It would obviously kill what's in the medevacs, but he does not have to let them out. Has another Ravager in position here for some harassment, which is nice. Well, just trying to keep that harassment up. All right, the Roach Ravager coming down and actually catches this very small anti-1 Ravager army that we have there. Tries to throw down some vials. Doesn't get anything done there. The hole in the minerals is almost open. I wonder if he's going to try to rush in. Like, he brought all these roaches for something, right? I guess he is denying some mining, but he's taking damage there as well. That doesn't feel that impactful, though. From SHIN's point of view, that doesn't feel like a good move. If he waits for the minerals to mine out and then, like, tries to run in or something, that's one thing. I don't think that'll work either against 3 tanks, though. Byun has a lot of tanks right now. All right, so I'm looking at this game, excuse me, and like, I like that Shin has gotten into Hive, right? Like, he's getting ready for Lurker Tech. He's getting ready with his Vipers. The Viper's going to be really, really key. I think that Byun has to think about bringing all of his Siege Tanks forward as 2-2 hits and going. You know, it's one of the oldest timings that there is 2-2, maxed out army with Siege Tanks. And generally when you play against anything that has Hydralisks in it, that's going to be a pretty strong strategy. But he might miss his window if he doesn't go soon. Because if you let your opponent finishes all of his lurker upgrades, get a good amount of lurkers, the creep spread's kind of connected, he's got his Vipers floating around on high energy, right? The push is going to be so much harder to get going. But I don't really see him moving the Siege Tanks yet. He can play a more defensive game, a more defensive laid-back game. Like, Byun is actually, as far as I'm concerned, like, basically the inventor of, like, a Siege Tank Ghost-based defense. That was some of my favorite games from Byun after he, I think it was right after he got back from the military. Or maybe it was, yeah, I believe it was right after he got back from the military we were seeing him do that, but it's a little bit foggy. It might have been right before he went to military, but that was like a style that he was trying to insert that wasn't very popular at the time. Now, here comes this push from Shin, and he yoinks a bunch of tanks down. See, it's like we're engaging exactly how Shin wants right now. Comes in, gets some great spells down. Okay, Byun moves up some siege tanks here to help. He's going to have some yoinks, though. Look at this. Look at how many kills he's getting. He's killed, what, 4 siege tanks here?
Come in my ass, bitch.
Oh, dude.
Come in my ass.
I don't have a button to do that one. Stop. Stop.
Come in my ass. Come in my ass.
Stop. Now, Lurker's kind of sieging everywhere here. This bottom area finally under attack as well. Oh, God, he's going to prevent +3 attack. That is the most painful that you got. Now, going to try to dive on here, and yeah, he should be able to kill this now. Blows up those siege tanks pretty quickly, putting the damage down. He is losing a lot of army. Oh my God, and it lives. Are you kidding me? The flanking army may be saving the day, but he's going to lose a bunch of that as well. Look at this. The unit's following in. Ah, that was not good. The planetary technically lives. That was kind of funny. The tiniest jump ever from that ghost. And I think Byun is basically dead. Seems like Shin has done it. Some very good play from Shin. GG.
What? Clever StarCraft guy 44 cheered. X300, bro, could we skip this fucking shit and go play some Brood War ladder instead? It's always the same stupid shit with those shitty streams. We all know Byun will win the finals, bro. You promised Brood War as always, but you will scam us, motherfucker, without honor, lying cunt bitch arty. You know what guys in the chat want? Not stupid StarCraft 2. We want Brood War ladder, Salt, Protoss Nexus first, cheeses, and degenerate TTS. Not this stupid shit. It's Thanksgiving arty. Profane donated $3.
This is my thanks
lollipop,
to you guys.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
All right, we're getting into the next game.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop,
Okay.
lollipop, lollipop.
Okay,
lollipop.
Okay, we'll continue the donos after this.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Thank you, Profane. That is wonderful. Haven't heard one like that out of you in a while, so thank you for that. We are going into game number 2 here. Byun in the bottom left of Post Youth, another fun map. Shin in the top right. I love having a couple fun maps to open this up with as opposed to standard. It is a weird ladder season. Turning out to be a long one as well. But yeah, you know, Post Youth has that second base in the main base as well. Well, yeah, you know, Ragnarok was able to take that first game. I think overall his strategy, his build on the map was very, very good. It's hard for Byun to hold the multiple sides. This map is a little bit more straightforward, I guess, but look at this. He's just going to take the gold again. Now, there's no rich Vespine here, so you still can play like a roach-based game. You still can go for some sort of rush, and Mapu's just showing us here that you have half gold minerals in your main, and this is full gold minerals, obviously, right? But yeah, it's something to mention because it's so much safer to expand in your main. So when you see a base like this, generally, it's going to mean that we're going to see some aggression. It does not have to be. You might take it and say, okay, well, if I just hold this and I'm okay, then, you know, I guess I can take a bunch of bases behind it very easily. But the thing is, that doesn't make that much sense. The easiest way to keep it safe would be by putting aggression onto your opponent. So I kind of assume that that's what we're going to end up seeing. So gold base coming up. He is already mining some gas. 5 drones once again coming to that gold. No big surprise. Is that the Reaper coming out? Is the Reaper going to come over and ruin the day of some drones? No, it looks like he's going elsewhere. Gonna hop up in the main. When he sees nothing there, he's gonna know, oh, you have a gold base. Okay, sees Zergling speed on the way. No gas being mined. Kind of an interesting build. Make queens, Zergling speed. Bank as many minerals as possible. I think we're just going to see the third hatch go down really, really soon here. And honestly, it could go down in front of the main or it could go down in the main. It doesn't matter. Like, I would just make it in the main and then 4th hatch below. Like, is he just trying to explode his economy as quickly as possible with all these gold patches? That's kind of what it seems like. All right, drone or a queen coming up to help push this back. Doesn't want to lose any drones there. There is a kill on the Reaper. I think it might have been a Zergling. Yeah, there's 7 lings there, so I'm assuming it was. Hey, nice grenade. Woo! Yeah, Byun not likely to lose a Reaper. So he does make that 3rd hatch in his main base. Yeah, only the single ling dying. Now, here comes a little harassment dive. Speedling's going to zone that out. Has a queen on that high ground as well, so good defense. Excuse me. Starting to lose my voice a little bit here. Actually have to cast SSL in the morning. Maybe not my smartest move, but yeah, so looks like SHIN is pushing him back pretty easily. I'm going to feel weird if SHIN just goes 2-0 against Byun right now. Now, the layer is about halfway done. And I actually think we're going to see a 4th hatch pretty soon here. I don't see a reason not to. Because he's not even going Roach. Like, we don't see a Roach Horn, right? So if you're not even going Roach, you need another hatchery to be able to produce enough lings anyways. Oh, you know what? Maybe he goes Hydraling here. That's a possibility. Oh, he does have the Roach Horn. My bad. Oh my god. How did I miss that? There it is. There it is. Thank you, Mapu. Oops. Okay, so he is going up into those roaches now, and that does make a lot more sense. So from here, he probably will get roach upgrades, although there is a way that you play melee carapace. And you go from this into Hive Ultra, which is kind of a cooler, older strategy. It's like a Ling Roach Ravager into Ultra late game. But I don't think he's going to go for that. We'll see. Now, Byun coming out, putting on some serious pressure. A little bit of a Ling counterattack. Gets an SCV there. Going to force a lift, I think. Nah, just let that command center die. He got it fair and square. Yeah, he got it fair and square, guys. Righteous. GG. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Walnut Head Gus just subscribed.
Thank you.
Fane donated $3. Lollipop, 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 lollipop,
The sludge slide.
lollipop.
It's a slide made entirely of chunked Nutella
lollipop,
with beepin-like
lollipop,
wrinkles.
lollipop, 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 lollipop. This is peak TTS, everyone. Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
This is peak TTS.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
Oh my god. Okay, we're getting into game 3.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
Oh my god.
Lollipop, lollipop, lollipop.
I like how Brian's slowing down. He's so bored of it.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
Oh my god.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
Thank you.
Profane donated $3. Lollipop.
Dude.
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyways, we have in the top left Shin. In the bottom right, we have Byun. Excuse me, we're on Oceanborn now, a much more standard map.
Yeah, let's go back to this. Lollipop, lollipop.
Okay, Profane, you've made...
Lollipop, 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 lollipop.
You've made your point. You've made your point. Thank you, Profane. Anyone who says Brian is the best meta is answer to Profane, okay? He just proved it's not by spamming lollipop over and over and over and over. Okay. This is a pool first build coming out of Shin. He's up 2-0. Maybe he's expecting something like proxy racks. That's not happening. I mean, I guess if it's one of these games where you make 6 slings and you run them around the map, and Byun sends the Reaper straight up with no SCV scout to initially see if the hatchery is on time, then sometimes you can cancel the command center. He might be like, okay, Byun's on tilt a little bit here. Maybe we can make something happen. Okay, so it looks like only 2 lings being made, which is fine. You can play it like that. The 6 slings being made would have been kind of meta. I think it would have worked out and done some damage to Byun there. I think if you throw Byun off at all at this point, he's gonna have a hard time, because he definitely that last game was anticlimactic. He knows he screwed up. Just did not lift the command center at all. All right, so the 2 lings do the counterattack, right, that we were talking about before. Look at that. They kill the SCV. That's really good. It doesn't do a whole lot more than that. Like, he caused some lost mining time. So, you know, that's something too. But slows down the command center. Shin definitely has the mental edge here, without question. Queen pops out. Going to keep this back. So the Reaper just still trying to poke in, see what it can see. All right, so Reactor to Hellion's on the way. Roachhorn is actually coming up for Shin, which is gonna do well for him here. I like the Roachhorn follow-up. He's been playing well with Roaches here today as well. Evolution Chamber part of that wall. Probably just get that +1 ranged attack. And it looks likely that it'll be like a Hellion Banshee here from Byun. Of course, is making his third command center on location, by the way. All right, the Hellions that come in, right? So he actually... He might... No, he's not going to really get anything. Like, just excellent blocking here from SHIN. Yeah, but Byun doesn't waste anything too, right? Like, he gets out. He gets out. He saves everything, so that's good enough. And the thing is, a lot of times he will get a drone or two there. I thought there was 3 drones there. He might have actually gotten 1 drone. Not entirely sure. But he does have 1 mule that's not mining, which is an issue. Okay, he put it on. He put it on. He found it quick, too. Still a new mule. So that's good. Don't want him just making flubs and losing the game. All right, so the Roach is going to go ahead and catch some of these. Look at this. The Queen comes up, closes that off. There are a lot of drones in there, but he walls it very quickly. Hellion's just being exploded, man. Not very much damage dealt. I would definitely say that SHIN has a big advantage here. Look at this. He's lost 2 drones. I mean, 1 drone and 2 lings. Now the Banshee's coming up. It doesn't have cloak. Is he going to find any damage with the Banshee? I don't know. I don't think so. 2 Hellions waiting around the side. So 4th base is getting started. The one thing that we can really say for Beyond this game is I really like the 3rd command center on location. He's kept some pressure on. He hasn't actually gotten anything really done with it. He's lost a few units here and there, but getting that 3rd base up that quickly and mining is very nice for Taran. It's not something that you see all the time. Ragnarok here making 5 overlords at once. Roach speed on the way. I wonder if he's going to go for a timing attack. Right? Sometimes you can just mass up and hit like a 1-1 Roach attack near max, like 160 to max in that range. And that can be a very, very strong strat that forces a lift on the 3rd. And if you force the 3rd to lift, you're generally ahead. So a couple infestors on the way. Secondary factory coming up here for Byun, so definitely looking to double down on his siege tank production. Hive started. Ragnarok playing a more kind of defensive game here. And I have to say, I do like Ragnarok's position a little bit more. But I do like the second factory very much. And the armory is just slightly slow, but it's not so slow that I'm freaking out about it. You definitely want to get that 2-2 going. But if Byun goes 2-2 2-fac siege tank, he does need to move out at max supply and try to get something done. That being said, we're going to get Vipers out pretty quickly. Ah, and look at this melee attack. So he went 1-1 into melee Carapace, which tells us he's going to go into Ultra from here. I really like this style, personally. This style kind of came out right after Legacy of the Void. People started playing around with stuff like this. Ooh, good fungal. Dude. Byun is getting bodied tonight. So Ultros Cavern coming up. Getting Adrenal as well for those Zerglings. Okay, so like I like this so much for SHIN. I really do. His creep spread is very good. Ultras, once they get chitinous and their upgrades, right? They're running around on creep. They're just going to be so strong defensively. And Byun's strategy, what it looks like he's going for, is mostly like a timing push, but he hasn't been playing it as such, so he's going to play it more defensively. And it's like, as long as Ragnarok does not suicide in, and this actually looks partially like a suicide in, it's actually, he needed to trade some units out, just to make it clear. The Roaches and Ravagers were a stepping stone to get up to this Ultralisk tech. So he actually wanted to lose some of that. Notice how he's still maxed here. He just wants to get more Ultra Ling. So it's like, yeah, that was kind of a forced trade. Like, he didn't have to attack like that. I think that attack is probably the best thing that you can really do. I mean, he could target down some of his own units and stuff, but like, it's getting silly. You may as well try to trade a little bit. It's not like it's a great mystery what you're doing. Now, here he goes. He's trying to actually move in immediately with these Ultras. And, dude, he is crushing. Holy crap. Look at this. 2 Ultras are chasing back the entire Bioforce. Now, if he moves the entire Ultra Force in that direction, that's no good. Throws Biles down onto that high ground to kill the Siege Tank. That's really nice. I think Byun's dead, man. I think that this was one of the most one-sided finals that we've seen in one of these cups. Damn, man. Up over 100 supply right now. Really excellent play from SHIN. GG. And that's going to be that. That is a 3-0 from SHIN. Congratulations for winning the Stego Cup. A big thanks to Stego for putting that on. Big thanks to Mapu for observing, setting it all up. Definitely follow the YouTube channel. Use the command StarCraft.